and has a very, very bright future. And Oiwa hits the ropes and runs through Honma with the shoulder tackle. It's going to be a big night, not just with Hiromu versus Desperado in our main event, but also a special 8-man tag featuring champion and challenger who will fight for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship coming up at Dominion a week from Sunday. You'll see Kazuchika Okada team with Toru Yano, Tama Tonga, and Jado against Switchblade Jay White, Bullet Club represented by Doc Gallows, Taiji Ishimori, and Gato.
Honma setting to work here against Ryohei Oiwa. 25 years of the Kakeshi, Kevin. Started in Big Japan Pro Wrestling, the deathmatch promotion, all the way back in 1997. And all of those rough battles is why he has so much scar tissue on his forehead and a crushed larynx back in the day, which means his voice is the way it is.
Drop kick, of course. The one line that always cracked me up when he suffered that neck injury and had to have spinal surgery, and Makabe talked to him and said, well, did the doctors fix your voice box? No.
Well, these days, Honma said, like, they can fix it. They can fix his voice. He just doesn't want to kill his gimmick.
Big tackle there, and now the near leg hooked.
Says he's worried about what voice might come out if they fixed it.
Hi, I'm Tomoaki Honma. That'd be amazing.
Start sounding like Kojima.
Into the ropes there as Oiwa had thoughts of a full Boston Crab. We, of course, will see all the competitors, all the runners-up in the Best of the Super Junior tournament. Boy, and while there was at some points a disparate number of points between top of the block and bottom of the block, everything got very, very close with some late round upsets, surprising decisions, etc. We'll highlight those efforts. Titán revving up the folks here at the Budokan, swing and a miss. How about that? And now Ace Austin, Impact Wrestling's X Division champion, gets tagged in.
Ace Austin was in fine form all the way up until the end. It was kind of his tie breaks and that loss to Hiromu Takahashi that did him in. That said, Francesco Akira getting a count-out victory over Ace Austin in their last league match.
Literally knocked him out. And, wait a minute.
Last verse, same as the first when it comes to Best of the Super Junior 29.
Making sure the referee's attention is diverted and digging at the fingers with the paper cut. Always an ace up his sleeve. We'll talk about it when we see Akira later in tag team action, teaming with TJP, non-title against the junior heavyweight tag team champions. But it was a different Francesco Akira on that final night. Nice double drop kick there from the besties of the Super Juniors. What do you like better, Zest Friends or besties of the Super Juniors?
Oh, well, yeah, I think Zest Friends is quite close to another trademark. So I would assume that Besties of the Super Juniors is a little bit easier. Oh, Baja Blast missed. It's Titán getting extra with the escape there.
And now Clark Connors tagged in, looking to get wild. And nothing subtle at all
look
about
out
Clark
here.
Connors.
Oh, Lindaman nearly just wiped us out over here.
Watch out. Ace Austin is the legal man for the blue corner team.
T-flip.
Out you go, Ace Austin. Clark defeated Alex Zayne on the final night. But blocked Tuesday in Toyama to wind up at 8 points.
Although it was a losing effort, an absolutely fantastic match. The 9 representative.
We did see quite enough of Taguchi.
I think we saw an awful lot of Ryusuke Taguchi in this tournament.
And the United Empire team starting off quickly. Taito Nakabayashi goes ahead and calls for the bell. So again, a non-title match here with Master Wato and Taguchi facing Francesco Akira and TJP. And the United Empire spills out to the floor. Master Wato may look to join him.
Nicely done, caught in flush. And Wato. But just see me, I kind of felt it with Titán as well. Feeling a little bit more relaxed in there, starting to have a little bit more fun.
Here's a cover. And just a 1 count, but good effort to get that cover. So Master Wato ending with a victory on the final day against DOUKI, as DOUKI was unable to make his high water mark in the tournament points-wise, but I'd say more than admirably accounted for himself. We'll see DOUKI in tag team action later on, reuniting with members of Suzuki-gun. And we also have a potential situation with the never openweight 6-man tag team champions and Suzuki-gun later on as well, as Taguchi spills to the floor. Watch out! Oh! I didn't know which direction Akira was going to go, but it was up and over the outside moonsault, and the coach felt it.
Yeah, certainly Akira will want to get a little bit of get back on Taguchi.
And barking at the referee in Italian. And now, yes, the 22-year-old.
You couldn't think of a better tag team partner if you're a 22-year-old Francesco Akira to be in there with TJP.
Not dissimilar from the relationship between Taguchi and Wato. Look at the cover here by Akira, gets a 2 count.
Exactly right, perhaps a little bit more meaner-spirited.
Ah, yes, the Suntory surprise. Hold on a second. I was just about to say, Sho was the victim of Kanemaru. And facing Evil and Sho here tonight, obvious future title implications in terms of the Never Sixes. And this is how the House of Torture responds to potential challengers, by attacking them before they can even make their entrance.
Now, Kanemaru was the heel master, was the babyface master in Ota when he was a step ahead of Sho the whole way, took him out, landed the touch out, and beat him inside of 3 minutes. And the first thing Kanemaru did was take one of the Never 6-man belts and made it very clear that he got a pin over one of the champions. So certainly showing Evil and Dick Togo wanting to shut down any kind of that conversation here tonight.
And of course, the restrictions still in place here in the Budokan in terms of fans being able to scream and shout or boo. So there will be an absence of sound as the House of Torture is in control. But that, of course, that restriction will be lifted sooner rather than later. Hopeful that it would get started with tonight. Such is not the case.
A lot of these things, it depends on separate venues, and perhaps it's not. If you can't do it some places, then probably that means you can't do it any place. So it will be sooner rather than later for sure.
Everybody's kind of looking for guidance. I was at a baseball game last night at Jingu Stadium, and some fans were cheering and making noise. Others were not. It's going to be case by case, venue by venue, and almost day to day as the Japanese government's looking at this and working with the medical community, et cetera. And Kanemaru might need the medical community to assist him after this beating, courtesy of the House of Torture. Dick Togo lurking around the outside as well. And we thought maybe with Sho in the tournament, we wouldn't see a whole lot of the House of Torture. Yeah, drop toe hold into the ring post of the CR2. Henare. Phantasmo, if he has thoughts of being in the G1, he's going to go from being the biggest junior to perhaps one of the lightest guys in the field of the heavyweight tournament.
Yeah, that's tough to immediately try and make weight for best of the Super Juniors, then go into a heavyweight tournament.
Hang on, roll up. He's got the tights, and Henare still able to kick out. Ooh, boy, you could hear that one. Henare puts Phantasmo down with a thrust kick.
You know, if best of the Super Junior lineup was any indication, there's going to be a lot of perhaps newcomers and returnees in G1 this year. So competition for those spots is going to be so fierce. Henare looking for what the?
Wait a minute, Ace Austin is down here at ringside. Ace Austin.
Why?
As Phantasmo is up on the shoulders.
What?
And now pulling an ace out of his sleeve in an effort.
What's this all about?
I don't know. Oh,
no,
he's just thrown up the too sweet. Ace Austin. Ace Austin, as he just joined Bullet Club. Sudden death. Sudden death. Sudden death on Aaron Henare. And now, CR2, see you later. All opened up by Ace Austin.
Ace Austin, son of a...
I was saying how he's one of the most popular guys on the Best of the Super Junior Tour.
But for all this time, I was willing to give him the benefit of the doubt. For everything he did to guys like Mike Bailey, Madman Fulton, I thought coming to Japan, he turned a corner in his life, gained a new perspective, embraced the fans. He got embraced by Bullet Club, Kevin. look at that!
Tag made. Tags on both sides. Look out. Taichi and Shingo now legal. All right, let's see. Pumping bomber coming up. No. Kicked away. That one fall 30 count match was a true gem on the calendar this year thus far.
Yeah, and Taichi is sort of reflecting after that match saying, well, you may have beaten me 30-29, but I got you with Black Mephisto first and put you away for that 8 count or whatever it was. Had it been a regular match, Taichi would have won.
Yep, but it wasn't, and that was Taichi's stipulation. So we'll see what they choose for June the 12th. Here we go, basement drop kick, Taichi out of the way, watch out. Reverse, hook kick, massive. Taichi trying to signal, or rather Taka trying to signal Taichi for a tag.
I don't think Taichi wants to tag Kevin. I think he wants to tear into Shingo.
Oh yeah, maybe a few years ago we would have gotten a dance-off, a sing-along, some nonsensical match from Taichi, but heavyweight Taichi is all business, mostly business, especially with Shingo. Refusing to go down.
Oh, that'll do it. Gamengiri. Shingo collapsed in the corner.
Taichi fought with heart, guts, fortitude, dealing with a rib cage injury. And rolling over to make tags on both sides. Here we go.
There we go.
Okada, Jay White. And the back elbow. Oh, down goes Gallows.
5分経過 5 minutes past 5分経過
A lot of acceleration for all. How many times have we heard Jay White say that he single-handedly sold out Madison Square Garden by being in the main event against Kazuchika Okada, neatly glossing over the result, and there's Gedo from behind.
Oh, from behind. And never forgetting the betrayal of Gedo when he hitched his wagon to Switchblade Jay White. And down you go, Gedo. Wait a minute, hang on. Capital Collision in DC. We saw a clash between Jay White and Okada as well. And the DDT from the Switchblade. The ultimate Grand Slam winner. He's held every singles title that there is that a heavyweight can win in New Japan Pro Wrestling. That's how dominant Switchblade Jay White has been. Blade Buster, got him. Blade Buster to the cover. Here we go, 2 and a kick out.
You think Madison Square Garden notwithstanding the number of times that Jay White has been able to put away Okada convincingly on the big stage, including in the Tokyo Dome.
Okada! Exactly. Exactly. Spineless, all of you.
Hang on a second, Uranagi. Victories over Okada in the G1. And the money clip from Hiromu hobbled. Thrust kicked those scores. Desperado recovering. Oh man, Hiromu met the charging Despe and put him down. The Lariat scores 2. Those moments that are etched in our fans' mind's eye. How many of us remember tearing the mask of Desperado and the violence that ensued between Hiromu and Despe? And a revisit here in the same venue. Victory Royal, got him.
I brought up that moment when I spoke to Desperado since, and he didn't want to talk about it. It was purely on the instant, losing himself to find himself, and Time Bomb 2 will end it. No, well, that's Clara well.
Yes, sir. Oh, the grapevine on the
Oh,
leg.
so close.
Wow. Can't execute that move any better. Trying D. This time Desperado catches Hiromu. Spinebuster, it's there.
And again, not going for a cover, instead rolling over into Gitada.
Is this enough? 2. And Hiromu with a big kick out, freed his leg from the grip of Despe. Chris, I saw Desperado with hands on both of Hiromu's arms, and without a kick out that big, it would have been very easy for Despe to lock in numero dos.
Yeah, perhaps Hiromu knew just that, the predicament he was in. Incredible wherewithal, knowledge from Hiromu despite the pain and the damage. But it might all be academic, because here comes Pinche Loco. Ooh. Oh my God, he sucked him. That's it.
Pinche Loco, got him! Pinche Loco!
Now he'll go for a second